But yeah, I think I think people need to understand each other more. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard that over and over again. But for real, we have too many people who don't care, you know, or they don't look at the big picture of what's happening. Everyone's concerned about what they want. And that's that's a huge issue because some of the things that people want isn't exactly the best thing for them, you know? And a lot of people know that too and will try to force it. And some things you can't just force. You can't. You try to force it and then you find yourself in a position I think I'm gonna go to blast. You find yourself in a position where it all completely just falls apart. And to try to avoid that, you know, is like just look at the facts, right? If she's a housewife, she's a housewife or a wife, you know. But if she's the type of girl who likes to party and, go on hookups with dudes and stuff, then, don't try to have like anything substantial with her because she's not gonna want anything substantial with you. And that's the thing with, like with women too. Don't lie and say that you're looking for a substantial relationship when all you really want with these dudes are hookups. Because the thing is, right? Good chance is that most of these guys out here want hookups. Well, not most. I'm gonna say like, kind of like half. Half the guys out here want just like, just sex and I should have probably said fun. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at fun. But yeah, dude. Like, just be truthful. Just be like, hey, I want this, that, and the other thing, and I'm gonna go out and get it. Cool. Don't get on TikTok and, be like bashing men for not wanting to commit to you. Because I don't really see the logic in that. It's like you want to go out and, have all this fun with these other guys, but then would be complaining about a commitment when you've had like a million chances to get that commitment, That doesn't really make sense. Now, does it? But, anyway, it does seem like I'm like, going hard on women. I'm really not trying to be like that much of an asshole. I'm kind of just like addressing the issue of, like what some women like do these days, and it's kind of like, and I guess I'm gonna be kind of bashing about this, but it's kind of disgusting. You got a lot of women out here, like who think it's cool to bully men or whatever. Like all this toxic, junk. And it's like, okay, So you'll complain about like, you know, like the douchebag male and whatever. Oh, you know, he's a cisgender, like a bogus male and whatever. But then you'll do this type of stuff where you'll talk about bullying him. And then the type of guys that they'll talk about bullying, the type of guys that they'll talk about bullying are the nice guys. It's not even the bogus dudes, you know? Like, and that's crazy. That is crazy. But hey, whatever, dude. That's why I like, you know, that's why everyone, both genders, need standards. Women have already made it known what they want, you know, and I say that as in the grand majority of them, you know, like there's girls that'll settle. There's girls that'll, you know, actually try to make their man, you know, better, try to uplift them. But then you'll have some that only want, you know, the high priority, you know, male. And the thing about that is, right, is like, that's cool, fine. But just don't complain when that person doesn't want a marriage, or, you know, they don't want to spend a lot of time with you. Because the thing is, right, is like, egos clash. You know, you'll be thinking, oh, I'm gonna just like try to spend more time with him and whatever because I deserve a man who, you know, has an ego the size of the world, you know. But then he's kind of not thinking the exact same thing, but he's thinking like, oh, I'm so high priority, you know, like, why do I have to be only, you know, like, committed to her? You know, he's like, I could go out and have, you know, all these different women, you know, to the point where I don't have to seem like a square. And again, that is a very, like, egotistical junk personality to have, you know. Like, no one wants to deal with the person who thinks they're perfect just by default, you know. Like, no matter how much makeup you put on, no matter how many enlargement pills you take, you know, like, nobody, well, you know, not people who have any sense anyway, are gonna, you know, view you as, oh wow, you know, he's just so great, or, you know, oh wow, she's just so perfect, you know, I'm gonna go and worship this person now. Like, no one does that, you know. Well, and see, this is the problem with humanity. There's always someone, right? There's always that one guy who will do it, and it's Jesus Christ, dude. We have so many different people on this planet. It's like, dude, whenever you say that someone won't do something, you'll get proven wrong. That's the reality we live in. But anyway, all jokes aside, I think that's pretty much it. Just, if you have this kind of girlfriend, right, don't even begin to call her toxic, because you shouldn't have made it a relationship in the very first place. You shouldn't have.